Assalamu alaikum, students. Today I'm going to revise with you the coordinate geometry and the linear programming. These questions are mainly taken from paper 2. If you will have a thorough practice on paper 2 coordinate geometry and linear programming questions, I don't think so you will have any problem in solving paper 4 questions. But anyways, later on we will also do some paper 4 questions, but in this sheet, which comprises of 28 pages, will give you a very good practice on coordinate geometry and linear programming questions. So the very first question, if you look at that, it is A is the point, and B is the point given. So both points are given. He said find the equation of the line perpendicular to AB. So guys, the word perpendicular, you know that if this is A and this is B, this is A and this is B, this line is joining A and B. A line which is perpendicular to AB is like this, which is making 90 degree with the line AB. But as per the question is, this perpendicular is not drawn anywhere. It is drawn such that it passes through A point. So I'm going to just draw a perpendicular, and that is passing through A point. So we need to find the equation of this line. What is the first thing we have to know when we talk about perpendicular lines? The very first thing is the gradient of the line. So let's try to find the gradient of AB line. The gradient is basically the difference of y coordinates. This is the y coordinate and this is the y coordinate. It's up to you which direction you want to take. Do you want to write 5 minus minus 7, or you want to write minus 7 and minus 5? So if you are choosing the direction from right to the left, yani 5 minus 7 minus 5, you have to choose the same direction for the difference of x coordinates. So I will write 1 minus 3. Now I'm going to get in the numerator minus 12 and in the denominator minus 2. So the answer comes to me 6. Basically, this is 6 over 1. So the gradient of AB line is 6. Now, if I want to find the gradient of a perpendicular line, that has two things. You need to take the reciprocal of 6 over 1. The reciprocal of 6 over 1 is 1 over 6. And the second thing is, what is the sign it has? If it has a positive sign, you have to change it to the minus sign. So the gradient of a perpendicular line is basically the negative reciprocal of the original gradient of that line. So if he gives you the gradient of AB line was plus 6. Now, what is the negative reciprocal of? If it is plus 6, yani 6 over 1, the negative reciprocal of plus 6 over 1 is negative 1 over 6. So that is the gradient of a perpendicular line. In order to find the equation of a line, boys, in order to find the equation of a line, you need two things. Number one is gradient. Do we have the gradient? The answer is yes, we have the gradient. We have the gradient. This is the gradient of the line. And he said that it is passing through A point. So the coordinates of A are given to me, 3 and 5. So y equals to mx plus c, right? In the place of y, I write the y coordinate, which is 5. In the place of m, this m is the gradient of a perpendicular line. So we write minus 1 over 6. And in the place of x, I put 3 plus c. Then we need to simplify it. So 5, bring whole this complete thing to the left hand side, plus 3 over 6 is equal to c. And then the c comes to us, it is 33 over 6, or we can write it as 11 over 3. 11 over 3, or 11 over 2. Sorry, 11 over 2. So C is found, M is known. So I'm going to write the equation of a line y equals minus 1 over 6x plus 11 over 2. Let me check it again. He gave you A and B point. The gradient of A and B is -7 -5 over 1 -3, which gives you +6, and the gradient of perpendicular line -1 over 6, and it is passing through a point A. And then we substituted the point and the gradient in the equation of a line to get the value of C. Then we found out it came to us, yeah, so plus 5 plus 3 over 6. I can also write it as 1 over 2 to make it more easier, because 3 over 6 is 1 over 2, and then 5, 2 times 5 is 10, 10, and 11 over 2. Yeah, same thing. The same answer is coming. So C is equal to 11 over 2. Now the next question is, he gave you A point and the B point. Now he's asking you the length of AB. So the length of AB is, you need to write a big square root, bracket open close, squared plus bracket open close square. Here you need to write the difference of x coordinates, and here you need to write the difference of y coordinates. So what is the difference of x coordinates? I have 5 and I have 9. You can write 5 minus 9 or 9 minus 5, same thing. So I'm going to write here 9 minus 5. Same thing, guys, for the difference of y coordinates. This is 7 and this is -1. So I'm going to write here 7 minus 1 minus 7. And then we use the calculator. It gives us square root of 9 minus 5 squared plus bracket open -1 minus 7 bracket close squared. It gives us answer in a third form, but we have to write the answer in decimals. It gives us 8.94 to the 3 significant figure. Next is equation of the line AB. To find the equation, we need to find the gradient of AB line, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Yani the difference. This is the difference of y coordinates. You have to write it here. -1 minus 7. And the difference of the x coordinates, you have to write it in the denominator. So I'm going to write here 9 minus 5 minus 8 over 4, which gives us -2. So gradient is found. Use any of the points. So suppose I want to use A point to get the equation of a line. Y equals mx plus c. So y is 7 and m is -2. X is 5 plus c. So 7 plus 10 is equal to c. So c comes to you 17. I'm going to write equation of a line as y equals -2x plus 17. Next question is, write down the gradient of the line perpendicular to this. So what is this line, guys? 3y equals 4x minus 5. I cannot say that 4 is my gradient, because here on the left hand side 5 has to be alone. It shouldn't have any multiple other than 1. So this 3 has to be divided. So divided by 3, divided by 3, divided by 3, boys. Now this 3 will be finished. Now this is the gradient of this line. The gradient is 4 over 3. Just in the previous case, I told you, if you want to write the gradient of a perpendicular line, you need to do two things. The negative reciprocal. So it has a plus sign, I write minus sign. And the reciprocal of 4 over 3 is 3 over 4. That's the answer. So I can say that this is the gradient of a perpendicular line, gradient of a line which is perpendicular to this given line. Okay. Next question. A grid is given. We want to find the gradient. When he gives you the line in the grid, you need to see what is your y-intercept. That is 2. And from that 2, you need to go to the right and see which next point is passing through any corner of a square. So I think this is the very next one where the line is passing through a square. Check that how much you have to go down. So you have to go down 3 units and you have to go to right 4 units. So gradient is rise over run. So the gradient should be minus 3 over 4. The y coordinates, the difference of the y coordinates on the top, and the x always down in gradients. Now I want to write the equation of a line. So guys, gradients are always given or already given, and you can see that the y-intercept is c, yani c is equal to 2. I can write the equation of this line: y is equals to 3 or minus 3 over 4x plus 2. Again, he wants a perpendicular line equation, perpendicular to the line L. Okay, so as you all see that the gradient is given to us for the given line is minus 3 over 4, and I want to write the perpendicular line gradient. Change the sign from minus to plus, and 3 over 4 becomes 4 over 3. So this is the gradient, and we need to use this point to write the equation of a line perpendicular to the given line L. So I'm going to write y equals mx plus c. What is y? That is minus 7. M is the gradient of a perpendicular line, and x coordinate is 12 plus c. Guys, you can simplify it by using calculator. It will give you 16. 4, yani 3 cancel with 12, it gives you 4. 4 times 4 is 16 plus c, and minus 7 minus 16 is equal to c. So c is equal to minus 23. So I have c, I have the gradient. Now I'm ready to write the equation of a line: 4 over 3x minus 23. Next question, he gave you a point and b point, and we want to find the distance. Did we do this question before or not? Yeah, I think it's a repeated question. We already did it. So no need to do this question again. Then we can see this question is related to linear programming. So guys, in a linear programming question, he wants us to write the values of a to b. Yani, look at that. Here, this is -1, and did he mention this point to us? He didn't tell us, but he said that this x is equal to 2 is a line of symmetry. So if it is a line of symmetry, my friends, so this distance should be the same as this distance. So -1, and this is 2. So -1 to 2, this is 3 units. So I need to add 3 more units here. So it becomes 5. Done. Then the y limits are, this is 1 and this is 4. Clear? Now we need to check that how this rectangle is formed. How this rectangle is formed. What are the limits on the x-axis? I'm going to use this. So this vertical line, what is the equation of this line? And what is the equation of this line? The equation of this line is x is equal to -1 and x is equals to 5. So in fact, our a is equals to -1 and b is equals to 5. And what are the limits for the y-axis? Check. This line is y is equals to 4, and this line is y is equals to 1. So c should be 1 and D should be 4. So the question looks harder, but if you see that the rectangle is bounded between the two horizontal lines and two vertical lines, and we found their limits. So A is equal to -1, B is equals to 5, C is equal to 1, and D is equals to 4. Because you can see the first inequality is representing, this inequality is representing the vertical lines, and the second inequality was representing horizontal lines. Now come to the question number 6. We again want to find the gradient of a perpendicular line to this line. So since this line is not given in y is equal to mx plus c form, we need to convert it into y equals mx plus c form. So for this, we need to send my plus 4x to the other side. It becomes -4x and plus 5. Now divided by 8, divided by 8, divided by 8 to make y alone on the left hand side. So minus 4 over 8 in a simplest form, it is minus 1 over 2x plus 5 over 8. Now my friends, the gradient here, this is the gradient of this line. Which line? The line which is given to you, its gradient is minus 1 over 2. Then how can I write the gradient of a perpendicular line? The minus sign changes to plus and 1 over 2 becomes 2 over 1. So guys, your answer will be just plus 2, or you can say 2. And then in the question number 7, he gave you the equation of a line L. We need to write the equation of a line which is perpendicular to L. First, I need to figure out what is the gradient of this line. So y is equals to 4 minus 5x. My friends, anything or any number which is written as a coefficient of x, that qualifies as a gradient. So, and keeping y coefficient 1. So the x coefficient is called a gradient. So the gradient of this line is negative 5. I want to write the perpendicular gradient. So perpendicular gradient, this is minus 5 over 1. I will write plus 1 over 5. Plus 1 over 5. So this is the gradient of a perpendicular line. It is passing through 0, 6. So y equals mx plus c. M is 6. Y is 6. This is 1 over 5. X is 0, guys, plus c. This is finished. So c is equal to 6. I'm going to write the equation of the perpendicular line. Y is equal to 1 over 5x plus 6. Next, a line from this point and is perpendicular to this line. So guys, I need to find the perpendicular of this line. So the gradient is, oh yes, the coefficient of y is 1. So the coefficient of x here should be the gradient of a line. But I want perpendicular line. So this is a plus sign. I write minus 3 over 1. So this is the gradient of a perpendicular line. It is passing through 2, 3. So let me write the equation of a line now. Y equals mx plus c. In the place of y coordinate 3, gradient minus 3x is 2 plus c. So 3 is equal to minus 6 plus c. So 3 plus 6 is equal to c. C is equal to 9. What is the equation of the line? The equation of a line is y equals, come on, minus 3x plus 9. So this is the perpendicular line. He said that both lines, yani first line was this, whose equation was y is equal to 1 over 3x plus 1, and you found the gradient, the perpendicular line, whose equation is y is equal to minus 3x plus 9. He said they are intersecting at point P. Oh, basically, he's asking you to solve these two equations simultaneously. Rather than using simultaneous way, we will use substitution because both of them are equals to y. I want to find the x coordinate and the y coordinate. So for this, we need to put them equals to each other, boys. So because both of them are y's. So minus 3x plus 9, I put it equals to 1 over 3x plus 1. Here your algebra comes. You need to send minus 3x to the right hand side and plus 1 to the left. So 9 minus 1 is equal to 1 over 3x plus 3x. Now 9 minus 1 is 8, and 1 over 3 plus 3, if you want to add it, 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 1 is 10 over 3x. Send the 3 to the other side. So 3 times 8 is 24 over 10, or x is becoming 2.4. So x coordinate is 2.4. I want to get the y coordinate. You can plug this 2.4 here, or you can plug it here. This is up to you. So I'm going to plug in the first part. So what would be the y coordinates I'm going to get? Y equals minus 3, 2.4 plus 9. Let me simplify it by using calculator. Minus 3 bracket open, 2.4 bracket close plus 9. It gives us 1.8. So I'm going to write here 1.8. So this is a tricky question, and that's why it has 5 marks. Because in this question, examiner uses the application of the intersection of two lines, which represents algebraically solving the two equations simultaneously, which will give you graphically the point of intersection of two lines. So I found the point of intersection by using substitution. Question number 9, you guys, if you can see, he gave you the equation of a line. He said, what is the gradient? So the gradient is, this is 5. So I'm going to write the gradient is equals to 5. Now he says that this line crosses the x-axis. Guys, when any line crosses the x-axis, always the y-coordinate is 0. So what I'm going to do now, in the equation, I put y equals to 0 because he said the line is crossing the x-axis. So if it is crossing the x-axis, you need to put the y-coordinate 0 into the equation. So 0 is equal to 5x plus 12. So 12, solve it. Minus 12 is equal to 5x, and minus 12 over 5 is equal to x. So um, that is the point of intersection of the line with the x-axis. Now again, he is telling you a perpendicular line has a gradient k. What would be the value of this k? Let me check. What is the gradient? The gradient, as I have already told you, that is 5 of the line L. So if you want to write the perpendicular gradient, you need to change the sign, plus changes to minus. So 5 over 1 becomes 1 over 5. So our gradient is minus 1 over 5. Next, question number 10. He gave you A point and the B point, and then he said you need to find the equation of a line. I can't find the equation of a line unless I go for the gradient of AB. So 31 minus 16, the y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So 31 minus 16, guys, it's just 15, and this is 5. The gradient is 3. I will use A point. So y equals mx plus c. Y is 16 and m is 3. X is 3 plus c. 16 is equal to 9 plus c. 9 goes to the left hand side. So 16 minus 9 is equal to c. This gives you c is equal to 7. Now I'm ready to write the equation of a line. Y is equal to 3x plus 7. Perpendicular, guys, is talking about in the B part. The gradient of this line is, the gradient is 0.5, which is 1 over 2. If you want to write the gradient, you need to know the two things, change the sign. So if it is a plus sign, minus 2 over 1, you need to reciprocate it. The gradient of the line that is perpendicular to the line CD, we found it, which is minus 2. Next. The line is passing through the 2 points. We need to find the gradient first. So gradient is equal to 10 minus minus 2 over 3 minus 2. M is equals to 10 plus 2 over 1. So M is equals to 12. M is found. Use one of the point. I'm going to use 2 minus 2. So minus 2 is equals to 12. X is 2 plus C. Minus 2 is equal to 24 plus C. C is equal to minus 2 minus 24 and minus 26. So Y equals 12x minus 26 is the equation of a line. Now you guys can see it's a linear programming question. Um, it's y greater than 1. So I will use it as y equals 1. Everyone knows y is equal to 1 is a horizontal line. I will use my ruler and draw y is equal to 1. Keep your eye on the inequality. If it is a greater than or a greater than equal to. So there is no equal to, it's a strict inequality. We need to show it as a dotted line. So I'm going to show it as a dotted line. So that is y is equals to 1. Okay, and is he saying y greater than 1? So y greater than 1 means above portion is wanted. Above, greater means this is my wanted, and this is my unwanted. As per rule, I have to shade always the unwanted portion. So if I will shade my unwanted portion, let me show it to you guys. This is the unwanted portion I have shaded for the first inequality. It's done. Let me shade it again. Yeah. So the unwanted portion is shaded. Next inequality, twice. Next inequality is this one. First, write it in the equation form. Y equals 2x plus 2. Boys, I need 2 points. If x is equal to 0, you will get y is equal to 2. If you put x is equal to 1 here, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. So y is equal to 4. What are the 2 points? 0, 2, which are on the line 0, 2, and the second is 1, 4. Can I plot these points? 0, 2, and 1, 4. So draw this line very quickly, boys. Is it a solid line? No, it's again a restricted line. Yani it's dotted line. So I'm going to draw the dotted. Okay, so this line is also done. You can write it here. It's y equals 2x plus 2. Drawn. Next, let me erase everything here. Third line. This is your third line. X plus y is equal to 3. Boys, if you put x is equal to 0, you will get y is equal to 3. And if you put x is equal to 1, so 1 goes to the right hand side, so 3 minus 1 is 2. So I got 2 points, 0, 3, and 1, 2. 0, 3, and 1, 2. Let me draw that. Here, this line is a solid line. This line is a solid line because you see less than equal to sign over there. So let me draw that. So it's a solid line. I forgot in the previous line, the green line. Okay, this one I'm talking about, the green shaded part, portion of the inequality. Why less than? So less than downward portion was wanted. I need to shade the upward portion. Okay, so I'm gonna just shade this part. So this part is done, and then the last line, less than equals to was wanted. So we need to shade the upward portion. So the inequality is shaded. We need to write R in the region, which is our wanted portions. In the whole question, we had three inequalities. We drew the three lines, and keeping one point in notice that if it is a less than sign, so we didn't draw a solid line, we drew the dotted line. But if it is less than equal to or greater than equal to, we used the solid line to draw it. Um, and the last thing was we always shade the unwanted part. Now we have another question where the lines are already plotted. We need to write the equations of a line. In the previous part, equations were given, yani inequalities were given, and we shaded the regions. And here he has already told us which region we have to take. But what are these three lines? This line, this line, and this line. So these three lines, we have to write their equations, then we convert them into the inequality form, keeping the rule which is said that this region has to be taken. Okay, guys, so let's try first the yellow line. The yellow line is a horizontal line. It is passing through 1.5. So this is y equals 1.5. Since the wanted portion is up, so I will use y greater than, and it is a solid line, so I'm going to write y greater than equal to 1.5. So I'm going to erase. The yellow line is done. Next, the green line, boys. The green line is be careful. We have here the green line. I need to find its gradient first. So move from the y-intercept. So how many units it goes up? I think he goes 2 units up and 1 unit to the right. 1 unit to the right. So the gradient of this line is 2. And what is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is 1. So the equation of a line is y is equals to 2x plus 1. Now the wanted portion is the R region is below the green line, so less than equals to, yeah. Is it a solid line? The answer is yes, it is a solid line. So we write y less than equals to 2x plus 1. The green line is also done. Next line is the brown line, and the brown line, it is passing through 4. And if I want to write the gradient, guys, look at that, one down and one right. So the gradient is minus 1 and the y-intercept is 4. So y equals minus 1x plus 4 is the equation of line, and it is dotted. So the wanted portion is below. So I'm going to write y less than, not less than, equal to, less than minus x plus 4. And that's all with this question. I hope it clears to everyone. Now we go to the question number 14. We need to write the coordinates of A, B. The coordinates of B is 7 right and 1 up. It's 7 and 1. The gradient of AB, how many units I go down? Count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 units down and 4 units to the right. So the gradient is minus 5 over 4. Next, um, find the equation perpendicular to AB. Oh, good. Perpendicular to AB. So I need to write the perpendicular gradient of this. So the perpendicular gradient of this will be, change the sign, plus 4 over 5. And he said it is passing through 0, 2. I can write the equation directly because the C is 2. However, if you want to check it, you can. Plug the point 2. Gradient is 4 over 5. X is 0. C finished. So C is equal to 2. Y equals 4 over 5x plus 2 is the gradient, is the equation of the perpendicular line to AB, and passing, which is passing through 0, 2. Question number 15. Now in question number 15, he gave you A point and the B point. He wants you to find the equation of a line perpendicular to AB. First, I need to find the gradient. So 1 minus 3 over 12 minus 8 minus 2 over 4, or minus 1 over 2. The perpendicular line will be plus 2 over 1, and he said it is passing through 0, 0. So C is 0. I'm going to write y is equals to 2x plus 0. Question number 16, he gave you the point C and D, and we want to find the gradient, the equation of a line perpendicular to CD. Find the gradient first. So 7 minus 2 over 9 minus minus 2. It is 5 over 11. 7 minus 2 is 5. And 9 minus minus 2 is 11. Perpendicular line, it should be minus 5 over, sorry, it should be minus 11 over 5. It is passing through 1, 3. So y equals mx plus c. M is 3. Perpendicular is minus 5. 11 over 5. X is what? 1 plus c. Send this thing to the left hand side. So it gives you 3 plus 11 over 5 is equal to c. So 15 plus 11 is 26 over 5 is equal to c. C is done. Perpendicular line is done. So y equals minus 11 over 5x plus 26 over 5. Show that this is perpendicular to this line. Let's check. What is the gradient of this line? We need to send the 4 to the other side. So 4y is equal to 5x minus 10 divided by 4 divided by 4 divided by 4. So it gives you y is equals to 5 over 4x minus 10 over 4. So the gradient of this line is 5 over 4. Also try to find the gradient of this line and send 4x to the right hand side. 5y is equal to minus 4x plus 35. divided by 5 divided by 5 divided by 5. So y is equal to minus 4 over 5x plus 35 over 5. Now, boys, check that this gradient and this gradient are negative reciprocal. So since their gradients are opposite reciprocals of each other, that's why they are perpendicular. Or in the exam, if you don't want to write this statement, you can say if we multiply the two gradients, we get minus one answer, then the two lines are perpendicular. And if the two lines are perpendicular, if the two lines, this is the rule, guys, if the two lines are perpendicular, their product should be minus one. So this is the second thing which I have told you about the perpendicular line. Otherwise, if one gradient is a over b, the perpendicular gradient will be minus b over a. So both things are fine. You can use any condition. So if the examiner gives you two lines, you can find their gradients and then you multiply the two gradients. If the answer comes minus one, again, they are perpendicular. If you don't want to do that, you just compare the two gradients. Since they are negative reciprocal, you can say that they are also perpendicular. Next, find the gradient of the line perpendicular to this one. So I want to find equation of a line which is perpendicular to this 3 plus 5x. Y is equals to 5 over 2x plus 3 over 2. So the gradient comes to me 5 over 2, and I want to write the perpendicular gradient. That should be minus 2 over 5. Next, he tells you the gradient is equal to 2. We will find the gradient and put it equals to 2. So minus 5 minus 6 over k minus 3k, he said it is equals to 2. Look at that. This is the formula of a gradient. Simplify it. So minus 5 minus 6 is coming to you minus 11, and k minus 3k is minus 2k is equal to 2. Can I cancel minus with minus and then do the cross multiplication? 11 is equal to 2 multiplied with 2k. 11 is equal to 4k, and 11 divided by 4 is equal to k. We will write it here, 11 over 4. Next, question number 20. He gives you the equation of a line. We need to see first what is the y-intercept. That is 3. So our c is equal to 3. Check where the line cuts the next corner. Yes, here. How many units it goes down? 2 units go down and 1 unit go right. So the gradient is minus 2 over 1. So minus 2x plus 3 is the equation of a line. We want to write the equation of a perpendicular line. So if the gradient was minus 2, my friends, you can write the gradient, change the sign, plus it was 2 over 1, you write 1 over 2. And it is passing through 3 minus 1. Y is equals to mx plus c, y minus 1, gradient 1 over 2, x is 3 plus c. Send the 3 over 2 to the other side. Minus 3 over 2 is equal to c. It gives you minus 5 over 2. Write the equation here. Y equals 1 over 2x minus 5 over 2. Next, midpoint. This is the first time after 17 questions the midpoint question comes. Midpoint is basically the average of the x coordinates. You need to add the x coordinates, yani 2 plus 7 divided by 2, and you do the same thing for the y coordinates. Add them, 3 plus minus 5 divided by 2. So check what is the answer coming. It is 9 over 2, and this is minus 2 over 2. So the final answer comes to me 4.5 and minus 1. So let me write it here. The coordinates 2 plus 7 over 2 and 3 plus minus 5 over 2, and then I write the midpoint. He said that the line, find the equation of a line passing through A and perpendicular to AB. what is the gradient of AB line? Minus 5 minus 3 over 7 minus 2. So minus 8 over 5 minus 8 over 5. This is the gradient of AB, but perpendicular will be 5 over 8. He said it is passing through A. It is passing through A. So 2, 3. So I'm going to substitute it in the equation of a line. 3 is equal to 5 over 8. And x is what? 2 plus c. It is cancelled and becomes 5 over 4. Send it to the left-hand side. So 3 minus 5 over 4 is equal to c. So it gives you 7 over 4. The equation of a line will be y is equal to 5 over 8, x plus 7 over 4. Perpendicular bisector. Again, another geometrical property is used by the examiner here. So if you have the two lines A and B, this is A and this is B. Perpendicular bisector is a line which has two characteristics. Number one, it is 90 degrees to AB, yani perpendicular, and also it is passing through the midpoints. So guys, you need to find the midpoint and you need to find the gradient of the perpendicular line. So first, I'm gonna find the gradient of AB, which is 15 minus 1 over 10 minus 4, 14 over 6, which is 7 over 3. And the perpendicular line will be minus 3 over 7. I need to find the midpoint also, guys. Which method I have to taught you to find the midpoint? You have to get the average of the x coordinates. Yani add the x coordinates divided by 2, add the y coordinates divided by 2. So 14 over 2 and 16 over 2 and then 7 and 8. So this is the midpoint. Guys, I know the midpoint and I know the gradient. Can I find the equation of a line, which is basically the equation of a perpendicular bisector? So y is equals to mx plus c. I'm going to substitute 8 is equals to minus 3 over 7. X is 7 plus c. 7, 7 cancelled. And 8 plus 3 is equal to c. C is equal to 11. So guys, this is the perpendicular gradient and this is c. I'm going to write the equation. Y equals minus 3 over 7x plus 11. Question number 20. Question number 20, he says that he gives you the line on the grid and asking you to find the gradient. So what is the y-intercept? The y-intercept is -1. From the y-intercept, see how much you go up. You go 2 units up and 1 unit right. So the gradient is 2 over 1. So m is just 2. Now parallel line. This one, first time in solving the sheet, came to us parallel line. Parallel lines, if the two lines are parallel, their gradients will be the same. Their gradients will be the same. So he said there is another line which is passing through 0, 6. So if it is parallel to the line L, so same gradient you will pick. So m is equal to 2 and it is passing through 0, 6. I can say directly my c is 6. So y equals 2x, the gradient, same gradient, 2x plus 6. Next, a line has a gradient 5. M and n are the 2 points on the line. So simple thing is we want to find the gradient formula, which is 23 minus 8 over k minus x, and he said this is equals to 5. 23 minus 5 gives you 15, and do the cross multiplication, it becomes 5k minus 5x. We want to make x as a subject, so send the minus 5x to the left and this one to the right. So 5x is equal to 5k minus 15 divided by 5 divided by 5 divided by 5. So x is equals to k minus 3. This is k minus 3. Because he said write the answer in terms of k. So I have written the value of x in terms of k. Question number 22, boys. We have a line joining the 2 points. This is A and this is B. We need to find the equation first. To find the equation, I need to get the gradient y2 minus y1, which is 2, and the C is 4 because the y-intercept is 4 given here. The P is 0, 4. So C is equals to 4. So Y equals 2x plus 4. Perpendicular bisector. Second time the perpendicular bisector came. We need to find the equation of a perpendicular bisector, which should be like this. This is a perpendicular bisector. And a perpendicular bisector passing through the midpoint. I need to get the midpoint first. So get the midpoint, average of the x coordinates, minus 2 plus 0 divided by 2, and 0 plus 4 divided by 2. So m midpoint is minus 1 and 2. And what was the gradient? Gradient was 2. I want the perpendicular gradient. So this is 2 over 1, so minus 1 over 2. So I need to use the gradient in the point. Y equals minus 1 over 2, and x is minus 1 plus c. So 2 is equal to 1 over 2 plus c. Send it to the other side. So 2 minus 1 over 2 is equal to c. C is equals to 3 over 2. Now I'm ready to write the equation of line y is equal to minus 1 over 2x plus 3 over 2. Question number 23. 23, he gives you a point, another point, and he said calculate the angle between the AB and the x-axis. Don't worry, guys. First, try to find the gradient. 5 minus 0 over 2 minus 1. So 5 over 1. I think you might be assuming that how he's going to find the angle. That's pretty simple. No need to go into any further detail because whenever any line is making an angle with the x-axis, you normally do this thing. Any gradient is given to you. So if this is the line, the gradient, rise over run. Oh, rise over run is also equals to tan. And we found the gradient. The gradient is 5 over 1. It is equal to rise over run. So can I say it is tan theta? So send the tan to the other side. So theta is equal to shift tan of 5. This angle is an angle which is made by the line with the x-axis. It's a new thing. I know it's a new thing. Shift tan of 5. It gives you, oh, my calculator is in a radian mod. I need to convert it into the degree mod. Here you go. I got 78.7. 78.7. Let me explain you guys. If I have a line, y is equal to 3x plus 2. I said, what is this line making an angle with the x-axis? No worries. So this is your gradient, 3, and that is equal to tan of theta. You just take shift tan of 3. That gives you the line which it is making angle with the x-axis. I hope it clears to you guys. I'll repeat it again. If I give you the gradient of any line, you can find that what angle this line will make with the x-axis. How will you find it? That is equal to shift tan of the gradient. So shift tan, if you do shift tan of the gradient of the line, that tells you how much the line is making angle with the x-axis. I hope it clears to you now. Tricky question. Now next is the line PQ. The line PQ has this equation and it has the coordinates 6, 10. Find the equation of a line passing through P and perpendicular to the line PQ. So perpendicular to the line PQ, guys, first, what is the gradient of this line? The gradient of this line is 3. I'll write the perpendicular line. which should be minus 1 over 3. It is passing through P. It is passing through P. So 10 is equal to negative 1 over 3. X is 6 plus C. So 10 is equal to 3 cancel 6 minus 2 plus C. 10 plus 2 is equal to C. C is equal to 12. So Y is equals to negative 1 over 3 X plus 12. Next, equation of a line. I'm going to use this point, and the y-intercept is already given. So y is equal to 2x minus 3. Now perpendicular line, guys, what is the gradient given to me? 2 over 1. So the perpendicular line will be minus 1 over 2. It is passing through 0 to I can easily write the equation. Y equals minus 1 over 2x plus 2, because the y-intercept is already given here. That's 2. Next, P point is given, Q point is given. We need to find the equation of the perpendicular to AB, and that passing through 5, 1. Let's try to find the gradient of PQ. 24 minus 9 over 22 minus 16. So 24 minus 9 gives you 15, and 22 minus 16 is, I think it's 6. So what is the gradient we are getting? 24 minus 9, 24 minus 9 over 22 minus 16, it gives you 5 over 2. So the perpendicular will be minus 2 over 5. It is passing through 5, 1. Now we got the repeated questions. Y equals mx plus c. I'll try to do it directly. 1 is equal to minus 2 over 5. X coordinates 5 plus c. 5 have cancelled. So 1 plus 2 is equal to c. C is equal to 3. Y is equals to, what was the gradient of the perpendicular line? Minus 2 over 5x plus 3. This is interesting. This is interesting. Believe me, this is very interesting, because he said that the P point and this was the Q point. The coordinates of P was 16, 9, and the coordinates of Q was 22, 24. Just make a triangle. I will tell you why I'm making a triangle, because the guy is asking you the coordinates of a point, coordinates of the point which is twice from, which covers a 2 times distance from P as compared to the distance from Q. So look at that. Pn is equal to twice 2 double of nq. So I can write it 2 over 1 of nq. So I think you guys can do it very easily. How? Look at the x coordinate distance. This is 22 and this is 16. So what is 22 minus 16, boys? What is 22 minus 16? It gives you how much? Come on, 6. So what is, if it is 6, the 2/3, yani if you divide it by 3 and the 2 times 3, it is 4, and that has to be 2. So this distance is 4 and that has to be 2. Same thing, what is the y coordinate distance? The difference of the y coordinates. So this is 24, boys, and this is 9. So 24 minus 9, 24 minus 9, which gives you 15. Now, can you simplify this, because our ratio will stay the same as 2 by 1. So I will call it as, this is 5 and that is 10. Now I can write the coordinates of n very easily. So x coordinate, this is, any 16 plus 4 is 20. Any 16 plus 4 is 20. And the y coordinate is, it was 9 here plus 5 up. So 9 plus 5, which is, yes, come on, which is 14. So the coordinates of n will be 20, 14. Let me explain you again. For example, this is the line, this is P, this is Q, and this is N, which divides them in ratio 2:1. Uh, in order to write the coordinates, boys, we need to complete a triangle. So this is, for example, if it is 2, 6, and if it is 8, 16, like this, you need to know what is the horizontal distance. The horizontal distance is can be found by subtracting the x coordinates. So 8 minus 2, which is 6. So this is total 6 units. So the 6 units will be divided into two parts. So this is 4 and this is 2. So if it is 2, so 2 plus 4, the x coordinates of n will be 2 plus 4, yani, which is 6. Now to get the y coordinate, again, apply the same technique. The difference of the y coordinates, it's 16 minus 6, which is 10. So if this distance is 10, distance should be 2 over 3 of 10, and this is 1 over 3 of 10. So I'm going to write here 6 plus 2 over 3 of 10. It gives you the y coordinates. The idea is same, just you need to see how you can divide the points by finding the difference of x coordinates, the difference of the y coordinates, and then you will check in which ratio it is divided, and what is the total number of parts. So 2 over 3 and 1 over 3, you can do that in the same way you will able to get the coordinates. It's a good tricky question. He said that find the coordinates of the point where it is cutting the y-axis. Everyone knows cutting the y-axis, this is 0 minus 8. And what is the gradient of this line? So the gradient is 3. Simple question. Question number 27, he gives you the coordinates, and we need to find the equation of a perpendicular line passing through 1, 3. First, get the gradient of CD. So 7 minus 2 over 9 minus 1. So 5 over 8. So perpendicular lines minus 8 over 5. It is passing through 1, 3. 3 is equals to 3 plus 8 over 5 is equal to C. 15 plus 8 is 23 over 5 is equal to C. So minus 8 over 5x, and that is 23 over 5. So coordinate geometry is done. Now we are going to do the linear programming questions. So the region R is bounded by three equations. First, it is bounded by x-axis. The equation of the x-axis is y is equal to 0. Since the wanted portion is above and it is a solid line, I'm going to write y is greater than equal to 0. So this is finished. Now I come to the second line, which is a vertical line. The vertical line, this is x is equals to 1. This is x is equal to 1. The wanted portion is on the right hand side and it is a dotted line. So x is greater than equal to 1. This is also done now. Now come to the slanted line. This slanted line. Although it is 4 and it is 4, I can say it is x plus y is equal to 4. Very straightforwardly, I can say the equation of a line, but it's better to use the technique how to write the equation of a line. Guys, 4 down, 4 right. So the gradient is minus 4 over 4, which is minus 1. And the y-intercept is 4. So the equation of a line is y is equal to minus 1x plus 4. Now since the wanted portion is down, so I'm going to write here less than, and it is a solid line, I write less than equals to. So y is less than equal to minus x plus 4. Now, first see this dotted line. Check what is the gradient we have. The gradient is 1 up and 1 right. So y is equals to, gradient is 1 and the y-intercept is 0, c0. So y is equals to 1x plus 0. So y is equal to x. So the dot is a dotted line and the wanted portion is above. So y is greater than x. Y is greater than x. Now come to the vertical line. I'm talking about this vertical line. Um, the equation of this vertical line is x is equal to 2, and the wanted portion is on the right hand side. It's a dotted line, sorry, it's a solid line given in the diagram. So x is greater than equal to 2. Last, let's talk about this dotted line. No, we are done with that dotted line, I think. Did we finish that? Yeah, we did. We did it. Last line left, which is this one. Okay. Let me get the gradient. The y-intercept C is 6. Okay, let's check from which corner it is passing through. It is passing through here. Okay, so 3 units down and 5 units to the right. 3 units down and 5 units to the right. So the gradient is minus 3 over 5. Minus 3 over 5. So let me write the equation of a line. Y equals minus 3 over 5 plus 6. The wanted portion is below. So it's a solid line. So phi less than equals to minus 3 over 5x plus 6. So finally it is done. Next, a linear programming question. You guys can see, just hold on for a second. So the next question is based on linear programming, in which he provides you a word problem, and you read the word problem and model the inequalities out of it. He gave you Neha spends on cooking 2 categories, X hours and Y hours cleaning. So such type of questions are purely linear programming, in which 2 categories are always, or 2 variables are always giving. So X, yani cooking is here, and cooking time is here, and cleaning time is on the y-axis. So X represents cooking time and Y represents cleaning time. The first inequality which is provided by him is Y greater than equal to 3. It means that the cleaning time is at least, equal to the time for cooking. Now let's move on to the next. She spends not more than 16 hours in total cooking. And so guys, you remember, she's working X hours for cooking and Y hours for cleaning. So the total time is X plus Y, and he said it is not more than 16. So it should be the X plus Y. The total time of cooking and cleaning should be less than equal to 16, because not more than 16 means it should be less than equal to 16. First inequality, we got it, less than equal to 16. Again, I will speak, the total time should not be more than 16. The maximum can be 16. Then we go to the next inequality. She spends at least 4 hours cooking. So at least 4 hours means greater than, at least, because the word at least means greater than equal. Cooking is X. So X should be greater than equals to 4. X should be greater than equal to 4. Now we model the inequalities, boys. So we are ready to solve, draw the regions. One region is already done by him, which is y greater than equals to x. This line I will try to draw. Look at that, x plus y is equal to 16. So guys, if I put x is equal to 0, y is 16. And if I put y is equal to 0, x is 16. So I have 2 points, 0, 16, and 16, 0 on this line. So this is 16, 16. Use the ruler and draw this line. Try to be more accurate on this. So yeah, no need to extend the lines. So this line is basically x plus y is equal to 16. So less than equal to mean downward portion is wanted. We will shade the unwanted portion. So unwanted portion will be shaded like this. I shade the unwanted portion. Okay, less than first, where is 4? This is 4. Okay, let me draw the line. Is it a solid line? Yeah, that's it's a solid line. So solid line is drawn. Greater than equal to means the right hand portion is wanted and the left hand portion is unwanted. I'm going to shade the unwanted portion. So the unwanted portion is also shaded, boys. So this triangle, which is seen in between the shaded portions, this is the required region. After doing this, he will ask you a question related to the wanted region. Read it. He said that $10 for each hour. So she was working X hours. So 10x is the total time, money which she will receive for cooking, plus $8 she is receiving per hour working in cleaning. Okay, so how many hours she spent in cleaning? That was y hours. So in a 1 hour she is receiving 8. So 8y is the total money. So work out the largest amount which she can get. So guys, we need to look for the x and the y coordinates of the corner point. And this corner point is 8, 8, and x is 8, y is 8. This corner point is 4, 4, x 4, y 4, and this is 4 and 12. You need to plug all these points in 4, 4, 8, 8, and 4, 12 to see which gives you the biggest answer. So if I plug this point in x in the above expression, so I'm going to get 40 plus 80, not 80, plus 32, because I'm going to write 10, 4 plus 8, 4, so 40 plus 32. So $72 she will receive. But if it is 8, 8, so $144 she will receive if she will go by 8 hours cooking and 8 hours cleaning. And let's do 412. 12 times 8 is 96. So 96 plus 40. Guys, it gives you $136. So which option gives you the maximum answer? 8, 8. So 144. And which option gives you the minimum answer? That is 4, 4. He didn't ask for the smallest amount. So the biggest amount, if she wants to earn, then she has to work equal time for cooking and cleaning, 8 hours for cooking and 8 hours for cleaning. So that's the question. Now, next is, again, you guys can see he gave you 4 inequalities. So x less than equals to 3. Where is x is equals less than equals to 3? This is x is equal to 3, guys, line. This is x is equals to 3. Less than means the left hand portion is wanted, the right hand portion is unwanted. So I'm gonna shade the unwanted portion. I'm gonna shade the unwanted portion. So the unwanted portion is shaded. Now x is greater than equals to 2. Right hand portion of x is equal to 2 is wanted, and left portion of x is equal to 2 is unwanted. So I'm going to shade. So I have just shaded the left and the right of x is equal to the right side of the left of x is equal to 2 and the right of x is equal to 3. Now next is line y equals 2x plus 1. This line is y is equal to 2x plus 1 because the y-intercept is 1. Less than equal to mean the downward portion is wanted, the upward portion is unwanted. So I'm gonna just, guys, shade. Hold on. What happens? So I'm gonna shade this portion. I don't know, something happens to my OneNote. I need to open it again. I just reached to this. So as you can see, this is y equals to x plus 1, and he said less than equal to downward portion is wanted and the upward portion is unwanted. So I'm gonna just shade now the unwanted portion. Okay, so this is shaded. So this is shaded. Now I am going to see the third one, which is y greater than equal to. So greater than equals to of this line means the upward portion is wanted. We will shade the bottom portion. Let me use some different color. So this is your R. Next, question number 32. He gave you y less than equal to 5. There's three inequalities. One of the equation is already drawn by him, and greater than equal to tells you that upward portion is wanted and the downward portion is unwanted. So we will shade the bottom portion. I'm ready to shade the bottom portion. It's shaded. Bottom portion is shaded, and now next is the first inequality, which is y is equal to 5. I'm going to draw y is equals to 5. Solid line. This is y is equal to 5. So downward portion is wanted, upward portion has to be shaded. Okay, it's shaded. Next, this line is not drawn by him, so I will try to draw it. Y is equal to x plus 1. So if x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. If x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. So 0, 1, 0, 1, and 1, 2 should be plotted. 0, 1, 0, 1, and 1, 2. So I'm ready to plot this line. Okay, guys. Y is greater. The upward portion is wanted, the downward portion is unwanted. So I'm gonna just very quickly draw. So I'm shading the unwanted portion. So where is R? This is R. Done. Next, you have to shade the portions between 2 and 3. So draw x is equals to minus 2. So x is equals to minus 2. Oh, it's a dotted line. It's a dotted line. And equals to 3, it's a solid line. Don't shade the portion which is in between of minus 2 and 3. We have to shade outer regions of 3 and minus 2, because he said take all the values between minus 2 and minus 23. Now the next line is y is equals to x plus 3. So if x is equal to 0, y is equal to 3, and if x is equal to 1, y is equal to 4. 0, 3 and 1, 4. 0, 3 and 1, 4. Draw the line. I'm ready to draw the line. So after drawing the line, downward portion is wanted. Don't shade the downward portion, shade the upward portion. So which portion is the wanted? I have labeled it as R. Now we come to this question. We have to write the four equations first. Let me try this equation first. It it tells me my C is 1 and I need to get my gradient. So 1 over 1. So my M is 1. So y is equal to 1x plus 1. It's a solid line and the wanted portion is above. So y is greater than equals to x plus 1. This is finished. Now come to the second line. This y-intercept is 3. How much you goes down? You go down, guys. 3 units down and 3 units to the right. So m is minus 3 over 3, which is minus 1. So y is equal to minus x plus 3 is the equation, and the wanted portion is below again. So y is less than equals to minus x plus 3. This is also done. So till now I have completed the two lines. Now I'm going to go to the third line, which is the dotted line. Obviously it's y less than 2, not equal to, y less than 2, since it is a dotted line. Now go to the fourth one. This, I'm talking about this line. So this is x is equals to minus 2, but we are taking our wanted portion is on the right hand side. So x is greater than equal to minus 2. X is greater than equal to minus 2. Next. We have again three inequalities. So first is y is equal to 2x. So x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2. So 0, 0, and 1, 2. 0, 0, and 1, 2. Draw the line. 0, 0, and 1, 2. Okay, so this line is y equals 2x. So less than equal to downward portion is wanted, upward portion is unwanted. So I'm going to shade. It's done. Then we have 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. So put x is equal to 0, boys. So 4y is equal to 12. So it gives you y is equal to 3. And if you put y is equal to 0, so 3x is equal to 12 and x is equal to 4. So what are the points I'm getting? I'm getting 0, 3. I'm getting 0, 3 and 0, 3 and 4, 0. 0, 3 and 4, 0. So 0, 3, 0, 3 and 4, 0. So let's draw the line. 0, 3 and 4, 0. So 0, 3, and 4, 0. The equation of this line is 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. Y greater than equal to the above portion is wanted, the below portion is unwanted. So I'm gonna just shade the below portion shaded, and x is equal to 3 where it is. This is x is equal to 3 y's, this is x is equal to 3. So draw this line, solid line or dotted solid line it is. Okay, when you draw that, x is equal to 3, so the left hand portion is wanted and the right hand portion is unwanted. So I'm gonna just shade the right hand portion. So this is your R. Next, this is your x is equals to, sorry, this is your y equals to 4 and this is y equals to 3. I need to write y is less than 4, y is greater than 3. This line is x is 2, x is greater than 2, and the dotted line is passing through 0. C is equal to 0. Gradient is what? 1 over 1. M is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1x plus 0. Yani y is equal to x. The required region is above. So y is greater than x. That's the required inequalities. We did it. Next, he gives you y is equals to 2. This is y equals to 2. So less than equal to 2. So the less than equal to 2 is wanted. Above portion is unwanted. So I'm going to just shade the above portion. So above portion is shaded now. And y is greater than equal to 1. Greater than equal to 1 means the above portion of y is equal to 1 is wanted. The below portion is unwanted. So I'm going to shade the below portion. So this is also done. Next, which line is y is equals to 2x minus 1? Obviously this line y is equal to 2 because its y-intercept is minus 1. So less than equal to means the downward portion is wanted, the upward portion is unwanted. So I'm going to shade the upward portion of this line. Okay, last line. It is already drawn by him. Less than equals to any this portion is wanted. Above portion has to be shaded. I'm going to shade the above portion. So this is your R. Question number 38. X is greater than equal to 0. Yani y-axis basically. This is your y-axis. Greater than equal to 0 mean right hand portion is wanted, left hand portion is unwanted. So I'm going to place my ruler here. Check that. I'm going to place. Okay. Let's place it here. And then shade the left hand side. Then x plus y is equal to 7. You guys can easily see x plus y is equal to 7 is There's a problem in this working of OneNote. Let me again try to open it. I'm almost done. Okay, as you see, I want to draw x plus y is equals to 7. Clearly, this is again, OneNote is not working. Very sad moment today. So x plus y is equal to 7. I'll place my ruler at x plus y is equal to 7. This is x plus y is equal to 7 line because the y-intercept was 7. Greater than equal to portion means upward portion is wanted, the downward portion is unwanted. So I'm going to just, guys, shade the bottom portion. Okay. Y is equal to x. This line is y. So greater than equal to portion, we have to take it. We will shade the bottom portion. Yani below portion will be shaded. Then after that, the last line whose equation is already drawn by him less than equal to. So shade the upward portion. So this is your R. Next, we need to write the inequalities. Guys, this is y is equals to 1.5. So greater than equal to 1.5. This line is already done by him. So c is equal to 0. And can I check my gradient, boys? My gradient is um, 3 over 4. So this is 3 over 4. 3 over 4. Y is equals to 3 over 4 x plus 0. So the R region is above. So y is greater than equals to 3 over 4 of x. Come to the last one now. The last one is this dotted line. So y-intercept is 3. Let us check the gradient. It's 1 unit down and 2 units to the right. 1 unit right down. So c is m is minus 1 over 2. So the equation is y. The wanted portion is below. It's a dotted line less than. Yes, come on. Minus 1 over 2x. And the y-intercept is 3. So we wrote the x-intercepts and the y-intercepts. Question number 40. Two inequalities that defined the region on is they are not shaded. So this inequality is y, and equation is 2. We want to take the upward portion. So y is greater than, not equals, y is greater than 2. And then I have to write the equation of this line. What is the c? The c is 3. And how much he goes down? 1 down, 1 right. So m is equals to minus 1. And we want to take the above portion. So y is greater than equal to, since it is a solid line, so y is equals to greater than equal to minus 1x plus 3. So we write the shaded portion. Now, how many questions left? I think, yeah, we are almost done. Um, we have to shade the regions. First, let me identify where is plus 6. This is plus 6. Less than equals to, guys. Less than equals to. So we have to shade the above portion. Done. Then minus 4, this line. We have to take the above portion, place it here. Okay. Last one. X plus y greater than equal to 5. Did he show all the lines? Yeah, he has shown all the lines. Greater than equals to, brothers. So greater than equals to, if I want to take, we have to shade the below portion. So we got the region R. Now he says find the largest value of x and y in the region. So the largest value, if you want to take, you have to see your endpoints. Um, if you get this point, which is minus 2 and minus 7, that gives you a very small value. Do we need to take the whole number of values? Because he said integers, they are integers. So the closer point to this is 2 and 3. And any point which is closer to it is 2 and 5. So let me check. 2 plus 5, that is 7, and 2 plus 3, that is 5. So I think 2 plus 2 and 5 has to be taken. 2 and 5, this point. 2 and 5 has to be taken, which is 7. Question number 42. Y equals to 2, this line. It's a solid line, so less than equal to 2, downward portion has to be shaded. Okay. Then 3x 3, it should be dotted line, boys, because he is using a restricted inequality less than 3. So this is x is equal to 3. Less than means left hand portion is wanted, the right hand portion is unwanted. We will shade unwanted portion. Then we have to draw this line. Y is equal to x plus 4. Guys, x is equal to 0 gives you y is equal to 4. X is equal to 1 gives you 5. So 0, 4, and 1, 5. 0, 4, and 1, 5. Draw the line quickly. So this is the line which we have drawn. No, 1, 5. That's not right. That's not right. 0, 4, and 1, 5. Is it? Yeah. So draw the line. Okay, they said less than equal to means the below portion is wanted, the upper portion is unwanted. So we will shade this region. So you write here R. Last question, and we are done. X is equals less than equal to 3. So less than equal to 3 means less than equals to 3 is the left hand portion of 3 is wanted. The right hand portion of x is equal to 3 is unwanted. We'll shade the unwanted portion. Okay, next. Greater than equal to 2. I think this question we did it before. This type of question, maybe. This is finished. Plus 1, okay, less than equals to. Shade this portion. And then greater than equals to upward portion wanted, then below portion is unwanted. So I'm just shading. That's all, boys. We finished all the coordinate geometry questions and linear programming question. I hope you understand my discussion and this will be helpful for you.